Alright guys, well, I told some of you guys not to subscribe, not to like, and you guys don't listen, so here I am making another video. Figured there was a lot more love to the first video than I expected. I thought there was going to be like maybe 1,000 views in the first, or within a year of that video being posted, but it's already at like 15,000 views. I got 63 subscribers, so here I am. Maybe we'll do this. I don't know, we'll see. But I wanted to make this video to give you guys a quick little update on that black gun that I made, my custom one, my first complete build, as well as show you guys my original build, that my first gun that I ever got. And I mentioned in my first video that I had started making or customizing it, and that's what led to a whole nother build in the first place. So we'll start off with the one that you guys first saw. This was my very first, well, my only complete custom build I've done, bought all the parts separately and whatnot. But it wasn't racking after I built it, when I first built it in my first video. And I think one of the issues was I just was too excited and I skipped gun lubrication, any oils and stuff like that. But I've oiled it. I think one of the issues was too, the guide rod on the inside might have been slightly off, but it's racking back and releasing fine now. I have taken it shooting once, and there's another issue that I needed to figure out and see what's going on. But when I was shooting it, it wasn't, the slide wasn't even coming back, so there was an empty casing just in the barrel, and I did it. Was able to get probably about 3 shots through, and then it was just locked up. I couldn't get it open. Come to find out, and for you, anyone else that has this happen to them, if you have a casing that's stuck in your barrel, well, first of all, be very careful. Just make sure that it's actually shot, or that there's no bullet in there. If you're not know for sure, just don't even put it away. Keep it pointing in a safe direction. I was pretty confident it was the bolt was out and the casing was stuck, because I'd done it already at the range a few times. But even then, I treat it as if it's loading. Don't even test it. But I ended up finding out from Reddit and a YouTube video that to get it out, I had to squeeze it right here and then just hit it on the back strap, and that right there got the bolt to come out. So I need to take it back. I haven't had any time to go to the range since. That was months ago. But probably here soon I'm going to buy some more ammo, and we'll take this bad boy shooting again. We'll get it dialed in. But yeah, here is that build. I have put a parts list or build list in that video. I had a couple of you guys ask for it, so that is in the description in my first video. I had bought, so this full build, I bought a couple extra mags for it. Well, 3 extra mags to be precise, but I have 2 20 round mags. Honestly, the 20 round mags look the best on it, but I bought a flush round mag that fits flush in it, just because. And then you have to buy at least 1 30 round mag, so got that for it as well. Anyways, enough of this. We'll get back to this gun at another point. But I wanted to show you guys my original build. I actually finished it the same day that I did this one, and that I filmed that video, but I did not show anything about it. So here is my very first pistol that I ever got, but it is essentially the twin of this one. It's got a comp, the same Magwell, got same grip module, but it's got one of the original. This is a slide from from the build, or the first gun I got, sorry. And this P320 was like, I bought this like 7 years ago, so it's like an OG 320. But yeah, I have since built it out, and when I started modding this stuff, I started getting extra parts, and I was like, you know what, might as well build a second one. So this is what came out of building this one. So I got a sweet little pair. This one shoots great. I shot them at the same time. This one was getting jammed. Probably shot 3 bullets through it and then put it away. And then this one, I probably put like 80 to 100 bullets through this one, and it works flawlessly. I didn't expect it to work flawlessly because I know that when you put a comp on a gun, more often than not, you have to buy a spring tuning kit, like a new guide rod, and I thought it wasn't going to work well, or was going to work as good and have some issues. But this is a Herrington Arms comp. I will put another build list for this one as well in the description. This is a Herrington Arms comp, and I saw in their description that they advertise that it should work with the OEM spring and guide rod from the factory. So I was like, yeah, sure. So when I bought all the stuff to build this one, I went ahead and bought an extra spring kit. So this is the one that's currently in, the black one. This is DPM. I bought this off of Sig Guy's website. I'll put a link down in my description for this. But I have an extra one because I thought I was going to need to put this in here. But the OEM spring is in this one and it shot fine. I'm not going to say it runs perfectly yet because I only put about 100 rounds to this. This was like my bedside gun, but it currently isn't because I'm not going to bet my life on a gun that I've adjusted and made changes to until I've put about 1,000 rounds through it, and I know 100% that it is going to, be reliable. So definitely recommend, if you guys make changes to your gun, take it to the range, put shots through it, make sure at minimum probably 500 rounds. I recommend probably like 1,000 before you start using it for self-defense or whatever. If it's not a self-defense gun, don't worry about it, you're good. But I wanted this gun to be my home defense at some point. But yeah, love this gun. It's been good. It's been fun to customize and change. They look awesome. One of the things that I did with this one that I didn't do with this one, and that you can't even do with this one, is I have a full size grip module on this one, whereas this one is a compact or carry. This is actually the X. I want to say it's the X. This is the X carry one. So this one fits flush with the slide, and this one with the compensator, it has a little cutout right there. And so you can't even put a long or full-size grip module on this one because when it comes back, it goes right into that slot right there in the comp. So you have to have a slightly or a flush. Oops, I need that focus. Have a flush grip module with the slide for this compensator. Initially, I was going to do that same exact thing with this build and have a grip module that fits flush with the slide. But I had a thought that because this comp doesn't have the locking mechanisms as this one does. I don't know if I can get this one off right now, but this one right here, Killer Innovation's barrel comp combo is freaking awesome. I love it. But this comp right here has got a button that you can push, and then this little ring on the inside, I don't know if I can get that off right now, threads right off. But last time I shot it, I think it made it a little bit harder. Yeah, that's not coming off right now. But you push that button, this slides off, and then there's a little cutout on the barrel that keeps this from turning on you at all. This one, however, doesn't have that kind of setup, and you need to use Loctite. But I have a theory that if it happened to come loose, if the Loctite came loose, that having a full-size grip module that overlaps that comp, that it would keep it from turning all the way on you and might still function properly, and might still stay aligned with the guide rod and spring on the inside. I don't know if that would work, but once I had that idea, it became a lot more attractive to me to have a grip module that overlapped the comp. But honestly, it turned out so well, and it almost meets up perfectly at the bottom of the comp, and then it comes down right to the front of the flashlight right there too. So love it. They're essentially almost like twins, same size grip modules. I went the smalls. I don't have big hands, so these fit well for me. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you guys a couple other guns too. If you guys want to see videos or comparisons of other guns, I have currently 5 pistols and a couple rifles, but I won't put a link for this flashlight. Inforce doesn't make these anymore. They have new ones, Inforce They have this is the Wild 1, and they have a Wild 2, but they make them out of like metal now instead of plastic. I believe this is like a hard polymer, whereas this is like metal. This is the P320X macro, or P365X macro. This currently is my home defense gun right now because it's reliable. I know it works. There's not too much things that I've made to it that's gonna cause malfunctions, whereas I have the comp on this. So this has a hollow 7507K green dot. Let me see if I can get that a shot. There we go. I love this optic. I love this gun. I was saving up for the P365 Spectre comp, but when this came out, it was a lot cheaper. You get the same comp or OEM comp built into the slide, but you get a bigger grip module and 17+1, and you don't need anything else like that. So got, let me see if we can line these up. Some of you guys asked as well what holsters I got for these. I don't have any holsters. Let me get that to focus. Come on. Currently don't have any holsters for these, for the big ones. I use a lot of, I wear a lot of active wear, so I run a belly band. I know that's not very common, but since I don't really wear pants that have belts, I rock one of these. Let me see, get this to show. Bravo belt, belly band. This works fine for me. Nothing special, nothing crazy, but because I don't wear belts and things like that, this is what's been my best option for me. And then I have a Hogue and Sig Sauer collab knife. It's an automatic. So real quick, this is my current EDC. I'll show you guys this. I have a original P365 that I have upgraded. So boom, belly band, knife, all match, because we like matching stuff up in this bitch. But yeah, so this originally started out with the short grip module. This is legit like an OEM. Like this was one of the first P365s. I got this like 4 months when it got announced. I have extended mag for it. I don't even use these anymore because I love the X/XL grip module, and it just fits better, and you get 12 bullets with that flush mag. Boom. And then 15. Put those over there. Don't like those. But yeah, and then with this one, I have one extra mag that I got for this one, flush mag, but obviously all the other black ones go with it just fine. I also have the P365, or sorry, P322. Love this gun. It's good for cheaper training. It's good for just first-time users. So I have a couple sister-in-laws. If they ever need some training or just to get introduced in some guns, and I want to get them something that's a little less intimidating, this is a good one for them to start out on. But yeah, so I had a handful of guns. If you guys want to see some things on some more guns, I might start doing more YouTube videos. I had no plans of doing this, but a lot of y'all liked them and commented and did everything I told you not to. So here we are. This is video number 2. Let me know what you guys think. If you want me to keep making videos, if you want to see like comparisons or something, I might have to start hopping on that YouTube grind. But yeah. Oh, also, I was gonna say, so I was telling you guys how I initially didn't want like a full size, but I had that theory of if this happened to come loose and it turning. This is an example of why. So I have a True Precision threaded barrel that I put on this initially, And then I have another Herrington Arms comp that I had on this. But when I initially put it on this, I never put Loctite on it. I figured, it'd be fine, you know. And when I was at the range, it came loose. And if you look right there, see if we get to the focus, if you can see, there is a little notch taken out because this ended up coming loose and turning just like that, and then it didn't even cycle because when it shot, it couldn't go back. So when I first had that happen, I am just taking this off because I was like, well, I'm an idiot because I didn't Loctite it, so that's, you know, it's on me. But I had the thought of having this overlap, and maybe I'll test it sometime. Maybe I'll purposely loosen these, put it on, and see if it still functions. But I feel like this, if it does come loose, it might still function fine because it wouldn't keep it from turning that much, because it keeps it in there, so it can't even turn. So, oh yeah, and I'll show you one more thing, and we'll end this video. So I'll show you what this gun initially looked like when I got it. So, all the customization, a lot of build parts right here. That right there. Move all these other ones to the side. So initially, this gun looked like this, but without the comp. So if you take that out, that's what this looked like. Boom. Right there. Super basic, worked great. I love how Sig has made the 320 so modular, and there's a lot of companies that do aftermarket support for them, so it's great. But yeah, I ended up switching this module for a black one for small because I have small hands again, and I just wanted to see what it felt like. And initially when I was going to build this one, I was switching to the XSeries grip modules. I wanted to have matching so that I could train with one or both, you know, and they'd feel the exact same, and I wanted consistency. So got first one, went to this, to a small, and then we got this now. So far it has had zero issues with the new comp on it. I want to go put another 900 rounds through it before I start, you know, relying on it. But yeah, anyways, if you guys like the video, don't like it, don't subscribe, because I can't promise you I'm going to keep making these. But if you guys keep hyping up this shit, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Anyways, y'all take it easy. Stay strapped, get clapped, or get clapped.